What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is the International Inquirer, and I'm your host, King Timothy the Great. Today, we're diving into one of the most tense and talked about topics in geopolitics. What would happen if China invaded Taiwan? Right now, we're teetering on the edge of a global crisis. China and Taiwan are at a breaking point, and if this escalates, the world as we know it could change overnight. This isn't fear-mongering, this is a fact. So buckle up, because this information you need to know. It's as relevant as Russia invading Ukraine. For decades, tensions between China and Taiwan have been simmering. Long story short, China sees Taiwan as part of its territory. Taiwan, on the other hand, is like, nah, we're our own country. It was once a part of China until it split away in 1949, gaining sovereignty. Anyways, things have gotten to the brink of boiling over. Just last year, China conducted its largest ever military drills near Taiwan, sending over 200 fighter jets and ballistic missiles into the area. And it's not just posturing. Chinese President Xi Jinping has said in no certain terms that Taiwan must and will reunite with China by force if necessary. If this pops off, it's not just China and Taiwan duking it out. The US, Japan, and other allies could jump in, and bam, you got a global conflict. Think World War III vibes, but in the 21st century. So I did some further digging into China and Taiwan situation, and I came across something called semiconductor chips. This is going to get heavy. So supposedly we use these chips in all our gadgets.
In today's digital age, semiconductors are the unsung heroes powering our technological revolution. A semiconductor is a material that conducts electricity. This unique property makes it perfect for controlling and amplifying electrical signals. These tiny chips, often made of silicone, are the brains behind our smartphones, computers, and countless other devices. From managing data flow to processing instructions, semiconductors play a vital role in shaping our interconnected world. Semiconductors are powering the future, one circuit at a time.
We're not just talking about phones and gaming consoles here. These chips are in the medical equipment, your car's GPS, AI systems, electric vehicles, and even the fighter jets and missile defense systems that countries use to protect themselves. In short, no chips, no modern world. And guess who's making almost all of these? Taiwan. Companies like TSMC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, don't just lead the market, they dominate it. They control 90% of the production of the most advanced semiconductors that the US, Europe, and even China rely on. In fact, just one factory in Taiwan produces more advanced chips than the entire mainland of the Chinese industry combined. This is what makes Taiwan so important. It punches far above its weight in the global economy. Now imagine, what happens if that supply chain gets disrupted? Forget your iPhone's next update, whole industries would shut down. Auto manufacturers would be screwed. AI developers dead in the water. And countries that rely on semiconductors for their defense systems, they'd be vulnerable. Semiconductors aren't just technology, they're power. And that's exactly why Taiwan is such a global flashpoint. Let's talk military. China's military is the largest in the world, with over 2 million active duty soldiers, 5,000 fighter jets, and 350 naval ships, the most of any nation. Their defense budget, a staggering $230 billion a year, second only to the United States. And if China makes its move, the United States isn't just going to sit on the sidelines. As part of the Taiwan Relations Act, the U.S. has pledged to help Taiwan defend itself. This means advanced weapon sales, military training, and if it comes down to it, potential intervention. Right now, the U.S. has 60,000 troops stationed in the Indo-Pacific ready to respond. If you're still wondering why this matters, let's look at what's happening right now with Russia and Ukraine. That war has already caused food shortages, skyrocketed energy prices, and shaken global security. Now imagine something similar, but on steroids. That's what a conflict between China and Taiwan could do. It wouldn't just hit one region. It would send shockwaves through the entire world. Bottom line, the world can't afford to sleep on this. The stakes couldn't be higher. And it's not just Taiwan and China. This conflict would be a war over the very foundation of modern life, technology, trade, and global stability. So, this is what I think needs to happen. First, the world needs to step up the diplomacy game to prevent this from happening altogether. And second, countries need to start making their own chips ASAP. The US, Japan, they're already working on it, but it's a race against time. Well, folks, I hope this video was informative and easy to break down. This is the International Inquirer, and I'm your host, King Timothy the Great. Like, subscribe, comment below, and remember, the world isn't slowing down, and neither are we. Stay sharp, stay aware, and I'll catch you next time.